Welcome to episode 4 of Music in the Hills, instrumental ukulele lessons with Tina Hebner. We have traveled through the beautiful rolling grasslands of Lac du Bois and are now into stands of old-growth Douglas fir and ponderosa pine. Here, Tina will teach you how to play a traditional fiddle tune on your ukulele entitled Speed the Plough.
Well, here we are on the shores of beautiful McQueen Lake. Most of the homesteaders that lived at McQueen Lake played an instrument. People would often have get-togethers, and music would, of course, play a very important role in these social events. My grandfather taught himself how to play the violin. Usually he practiced in a boat in the middle of McQueen Lake to avoid the mosquitoes on the shore. The McQueen Lake homesteaders have left, but some of the buildings from that time still stand. Now, here on the shore of McQueen Lake, I'm going to show you how to play a traditional fiddle tune entitled Speed the Plough. So the scale that we'll be using when we're playing the song Speed the Plough is a C major scale. So let's play it together. Third string open, that's your C. Second fret on that third string, that's your D. Second string open, which is E. First fret on that second string, which is F. Third fret on second string, which is G. First string open, which is A. Second fret on that first string, which is B. Third fret on that first string, which is C. Now let's play it back down. I'll just say the fret numbers this time. Let's start at 3. 3, 2, 0. So 3, 2, 0 or open. Second string 3, 1, 0. So 3, 1, 0. Third string 2, 0. There is an additional note in the song which is found on the 4th fret of the 4th string, which is a B, which pushes you to the note C, your 3rd string. Now I point that out for 2 reasons. I'll be playing that on my low 4-tuned ukulele. However, if you have a high 4 string or high G string, you can substitute that note. So when you get your music, you could play 4th fret, 4th string, or you could substitute it for 2nd fret, 3rd string. Okay, either one will work. All right, let's get started. The first part of Speed the Plough uses the C major scale, just going in a stepwise fashion as we had played it. Third string open, 2nd fret, 2nd string open, 1st fret, 3rd fret, up to the 1st string open, and then we're going to go back down to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then open. Now I'm going to play the 3rd fret on that 2nd string, 1st string open, back to that 3rd fret, and 2nd string open. I'm going to play that a few times. That's a recurring pattern in the song. That pattern gets played 3 times. So if we look at the song like this, we've got 3, open, and then 2nd fret, 2nd string, open, 1. Here we go with that pattern. 3 on the 2nd string, 1st string open, back to that 2nd fret, 3. Oh, let's play that again. 3rd fret, 1st string open, 3rd fret, 2nd string open. One more time. Okay, that pattern happens over and over again. Now the next part, we've got our 1st fret on our 2nd string, 1st string open, back to string 2, fret 1, and now play that string open, 3rd fret, open, now 1st fret, 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Alright, so let's learn line 2 of part 1. Line 2 is almost identical to the first line of part 1, except for the last bar. So let's talk about the last bar. Okay, the last bar, you have 2 options. If you have a low 4-tuned ukulele like me, you could play 2 on the 3rd string, then going over to 4 on the 4th string with whichever finger. Okay. And then ending off with the third string open. Okay. So it sounds like this. 2, 4, third string open. If you have a high 4-tuned ukulele, you may want to play just the 2. You may want to go 2, 2, third string open. Okay. You may hear some mooing in the background. We've got several cow friends around us right now. It's pretty awesome. All right, now I'm going to play that second line. So you can hear it's the same, that same pattern. Okay, the next part, 1, oh, 1, second string open, 3, oh, or 2, 2, oh. And now we'll take a little break for the cows to pass. I'll see you in the next clip. Here is the full melody of the first part of Speed the Plough. Here we go. Don't mind the wind. Here goes that repeating pattern. One more time. And then first fret, second string. Open on that second string. Ending of the first line. 1, 2, 2. Next line. The pattern. One more time. Then that descending pattern. 1, oh, 1, second string, oh, 3, oh, first option, 2, fourth fret, third string open. In part 2 of Speed the Plough, the first 2 bars of the first line are different, but the next 2 bars are the same as part 1. So there's a bit of musical variation in there. Okay? So we're going to start off on the 3rd fret, string 1. So we're going to play 3 and then 3, 2 on the first string, back to the 3, and then we're going to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, open, and back to the 3rd fret. Okay, so let me play that again. So first string, 3, 3, 2, 3, second string, 3, oh, 3. Notice how I pivot my finger around to get that 3rd fret note with my middle finger there. Okay, you can hop your finger if you need to, but that's what I like to do. Next bar, 3, 2, oh on the first string, 3 on string 2. All right, so just stepping in a scale-wise fashion. Now, the pattern that we played before in the first part of the song comes back, where we're playing 1, first string open, back to the 1 on the 2nd string, now open on the 2nd string, 3, open, and then 1, 2 on the 3rd string. Okay, so I'll play that whole line for you now so you can hear it all together. In level 2, we'll be adding in some open strings. We will be adding in the 4th string open and the 3rd string. The technique we'll be using is one that I've used in other lessons. It's the pinch technique. So we're going to be plucking 2 strings together. So try this. When you pluck, try just strings 4 and 3 together. Okay, like that. Try to avoid doing this, where you have them coming together like that. Have them offset a little bit so they don't interfere with each other. So try that. Strings 4 and 3 together. And now move to strings 3 and 2 together, just still plucking them open. Okay. Next thing I want you to do is strings 2 and 4 together. Things to think about when you do this. You don't want to have your fingers come underneath the strings and snap them up. Okay. When I mean that, I don't want you to do this. Just use your fingertip. You can do all of this without nails. I play with nails, but you don't need to. Okay. So we've got our pinching technique going on, plucking strings 4 and 3, 3 and 2, 2 and 4. Last one to do, 1 and 3. Okay, index finger in your 1st string, thumb in your 3rd. Now what I'm going to do in the first part of this song, we're going to play open strings on the 1st beat and the 3rd beat to help carry the harmony along. I'll demonstrate for you on that first section. We'll have a pinch with the 3rd string and the 4th string open, and then we'll carry on with our melody. So we've got the O, 2, O, 1. Now when we get to the 3-O pattern, we're going to play the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and the 3rd string open. 1st string open, 2nd string, 3rd fret, open. Now, while I'm doing this, you'll notice I'm plucking the melody now with my finger. You might use 1 finger, you might use 2. Use what's comfortable for you. You might still stay with your thumb. And that's okay too. Okay. So I'll carry on to the next part. I'm on bar 3 now. 1st fret on the 2nd string, 4th string open. Okay, and now 2nd and 3rd string open. 3rd fret on that 2nd string, open. 1st fret on the 4th string. 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Okay. The next line, we know already from playing it in level 1 that the next line of the first part is almost identical. It's just that last bar. Okay, so let's go for it. 3rd and 4th string open. 2nd fret, O1 on the 2nd string. Here comes our repeating pattern. 3rd fret, 2nd string, 3rd string open. O, 3, O. 2 more times with that. Okay, and now 1 on the 2nd string, 4th string open. O, 1, 2nd and 3rd strings open. 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and then open. Now for my low 4 tuning, I play the 2nd fret and the 4th string open. And you can do exactly the same thing with your high 4 tuning. Just play that 4th string open. Playing 2, 2, O. Okay. So to put that together, it'll sound like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4. On the 1st beat and the 3rd beat, except for the end of a phrase where we just let it ring. Okay, next phrase. For the second section, we do add in a few extra bass notes. They're all going to be your 3rd string open, okay? And it is in this part where we have the descending sound, 3, 2, open. Right there, I play a 3rd string open with each one. And then going to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Choice is yours. You may just want to add in 1 bass note or 2. You decide, make it your own. okay? But I'll show you the way I like to play it. Okay, here we go on the second part. We've got our 3rd fret of the 1st string and 3rd string open. Pinch, 3, 2, okay, now back to that 3rd fret and the 3rd string open still. 2nd string, 3, oh, 3, and here's where I pinch on each one, 3, 2, oh, and then the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Now we know that the next part is going to be the same as the first section. 1st fret and 4th string open, oh, 1, strings 2 and 3 open, 3, oh, 4th string, and the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Okay, now we're going to come to the second part of that second section, back to the 3rd fret on the 1st string and 3rd string open. And then 3 again, 2nd string, oh, 3, 3, 2, oh, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, 1st fret on the 2nd string and 4th string open, strings 2 and 3 open, 2 in that 3rd string, 4th string open, or 2, 2, oh. Okay, let's play that second section together. 2 and 3, 4. 3, pinching here. 4. In level 3 of Speed the Plough, we'll add in a few extra notes, and I'll show you some of the picking that I like to do in there to change it up. The first section, at the end of the 4th bar, where you normally let the notes ring out like this, 1, 2, 2, that's where I like to add in on the 4th beat, instead of letting that 2nd fret note ring out, I add in my 2nd string open, back to my 3rd string 2nd fret. And what it does is it moves me more musically into the next musical phrase. So it sounds like this now. 1, 2, 2, oh, 2, oh, 2, oh, 1. So that's one of the first things I like to do. Now what I'm going to do is play that first section for you with the pinching technique, the whole thing with those 2 extra notes so you can hear it. Here we go. So I encourage you to add in those 2 extra notes when you're comfortable to help just move these musical phrases along in section 1. In level 2 of this song, like in level 1, I like to take the 4th bar of the first phrase and add in 2 extra notes. In this case, it's going to be 3rd fret string 2 and 2nd fret string 1, which moves us into that next musical phrase. So let me play that so you can hear it. 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Here it moves you right into that. So I'm going to play that second section with those 2 extra notes so you can hear it, and I'll do the pinching, the whole thing. And then I'll show you one of the other things I like to do with some of my notes in there. All right, so here we go. That second part, adding in those 2 extra notes. I think the loon approves. 1, here it comes, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3. The other thing that I like to do is where I have these notes that I pinch, 3, 2, oh, all together, I like to split them apart, and I'll play my melody note and then my 3rd string open. So I go 3, open, 2, open, open, open. Okay, listen to this. Those 2 extra notes. Teeter-tottering the fingers. Thank you so much for joining me at Isobel Lake and McQueen Lake for learning this beautiful little fiddle tune, Speed the Plough. I really enjoyed teaching this to you, and I hope you enjoyed it too.
Thank you so much for joining Tina. Please look for her other instrumental ukulele instruction videos on TELUS. You can also find her on YouTube and Instagram.